unfortunately, the Ministry of Environment many years ago shot the eagles up on the mountain because they eat marmots. And the Vancouver Island marmot is deemed to be the most endangered animal in the world. It caused a big controversy. People pulled their funding from the marmot program. So now I don't think they'd shoot them again, but the one I rescued at the base of the mountain last year was not permitted to release him in this area. He has to be given to the Department of the Environment, and they ship him to the interior. They install a satellite tracking beacon on him. They said they always bring him over, but so most times they just fly back. But the hope is, he's a first-year bird. We put him where the goldens migrate through the interior. There's a corridor they come through, and maybe he'll find a pretty girl, go to her neighborhood instead of back here again. But we do have small populations of goldens on the island. But most times when people see, and they say, no, it has to be a golden eagle because it's bigger than the bald eagles. So a female bald eagle is 30% bigger than her mate. And then baby eagles look bigger than the parents because when they're babies, they don't have dexterity in flight yet, so nature gives them a bigger set of feathers. So their feathers are wider and longer. So when you see a girl standing next to her father, she looks twice as big, and for her first year anyway. And then she'll progressively get smaller feathers in the 5th year. She'll have regular flight feathers. So yeah, people misinterpret, but the golden, for an amateur seeing them at a distance, golden's feathers go all the way to where the toes span out, where bald eagles have a little yellow bridge. They have a little yellow leg, where golden's, the feathers, they live in the mountains, it comes all the way down, and they have more of a hawk-shaped beak. I can see them. We had, bragging about my birding, we were in the valley, there was a citron wagtail from Asia was in the valley, and birders were coming from all over the Pacific Northwest with their giant scopes, and they were down in Comox Bay Farm looking at it, at this little nondescript brown bird, just didn't look like anything, but the life listers were going crazy over it. And I seen an eagle way in the distance, thought, geez, that looks like a golden. The guy from Australia with his giant, you can't tell from that, and he took his giant scope and he goes, yeah, it's a golden. But they fly different, the wings are just a little bit different.